So Lauren's on her 6th assessment. She's tried a variety of different products from Intraline to Restylane, Homogeneous. She's doing really well, her techniques are really good. There's been excellent client feedback from every client that's been in that she is pain-free, they're happy with the results. As you can see, she's quite confident now, the more practical that she's done, because we believe at Cosmetic Couture, practical assessment is very important. So Lauren is doing a variety of techniques, and now she's doing the fanning technique, which is the oral commissures, which lifts the corners of the mouth. So watch your depth, so you're in the papillary layer, mid-dermis, turn, support the skin, pull up to check that you're in the correct plane, and then pull back. That's it, and then aim downwards. Watch what layer you're in. Right, okay, so this was your last assessment, Lauren, so it's assessment number 10. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of feedback on obviously what I've seen over the last 4 days of your training. So when you were giving the consultations, they were accurate, they were thorough. You went through all medical history, flagged up anything if it was needed. The depth of your injections was absolutely accurate, it was spot on. Stretches were very good, which improve the overall experience for the client when they're having the treatment done. The client feedback was excellent. Everybody who had treatment done off you said that it was like you've been doing it a long time, it was pain-free, which is really good. You worked sterile and safely. You accurately put each product in. You was able to work with different products, which was really good. Based on the client's features, you were able to execute a particular type of look. So based on their features, you were able to give bigger lips, smaller lips, depending on what that client want, which was really good, and it sometimes takes like years to perfect that. Questions wise, I have to ask you a few questions, which is something that we've done in the prior learning, you know, before we've actually done the practical. So if I was to ask you, could you name me 3 hotspot areas of the face that could be, you know, an area that you could possibly hit an artery or something vascular? Could you name them?
Yes.
Okay. So based on my face, if I was to look at you, could you tell me where?
So you've got the angular,
Yeah.
the ala,
Yeah.
and then the superior and inferior
labial artery. Yeah. Okay. And why is that important to know those particular areas, especially when using dermal fillers?
So you don't inject into them to block the artery, because that can cause necrosis.
Okay.
And stop the blood flow.
Yeah, so that's quite a big area of learning that we learn at Cosmetic Couture. What are the telltale signs of a vascular occlusion? What would you expect to see on a client?
A grey type colour.
Yeah.
Bruising.
Yeah.
And redness.
Yeah, possibly. So you'll see the dusky colour. So why would that be? What would physiologically would be happening around that area?
Well, no blood flow is going to be going there, so it's cut the circulation.
Yeah, so at Cosmetic Couture, we train you to understand and recognise the signs of this. You know, it is rare and it can happen, but in our bespoke course, this is something that we've covered, so you're happy that you could deal with any adverse effects?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Another, one of the many arguments about obviously non-medics doing treatments is that after you've done a treatment, there's sometimes complications can happen, such as infections, inflammatory responses. How would you actually deal with that?
Well, I've got clinical oversight, so I could prescribe them with an antibiotic.
Okay, so your clinical oversight would prescribe that for that particular client?
Yeah.
But you would recognise the signs and you'd be able to work with them to solve the problem?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So well done, you passed.
Thank you.
So you've passed with competence. Your grade, you've got grade A. All treatments were done fantastic.
Thank you.
So now all you need to do is submit your case studies, and then you will get your full final grading for accreditation. So well done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Right, so I'm just going to go through a feedback form. So how did you hear about us? What made you choose Cosmetic Couture?
I was recommended by another student who's qualified now, Holly. She speaks really highly of you, and she's got a really, really good client base, which made me want to come to you.
Yeah. And what's her business called?
Flawless Cosmetics.
Okay, yeah, I know Holly. Yeah. So, and how did you find the course? You've been here 4 days, and you've obviously done dermal fillers only. How did you find the training?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. I'm a bit gutted that I don't live closer, because I would probably come here all the time if I could.
That's good.
But yeah, no, I really like it. Really like, everyone's really friendly. I've really enjoyed myself. It's flown by. These 4 days gone so
So do you
quickly.
feel confident? So based on, you know, we've done a lot of practical, do you feel confident to actually do treatments?
Yeah, really
You do.
confident.
And what about theoretically, do you feel that you have the knowledge based on the pre-study that you've done prior to the course and what you've actually done while you've been here? Do you feel that you understand the anatomy and physiology, you've got a better in-depth understanding about products and where you inject them to, about using different types of products in different areas? Could you say that you understand that more now?
Yes, definitely. Before here I only knew of one product really, so now I know so many different ones to use on so many different areas for different people.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Okay.